All right, guys, so now you have your hair system installed, right? Let's just say that you've had it installed for 2, 3, 4 weeks. It's time to do maintenance, right? Well, one of the first steps to actually get your maintenance underway is really to take off your hair system. Now, it might feel loose, but you never want to just straight rip off your hair system, because you never know if you might pull out some hair or damage the poly, or there's a million different things that could happen. You want to be very, very careful with how you take your hair system off your actual head, no matter how loose it is. Now, what we use to take our hair system off our head in a very calm and effective way that doesn't damage it is we use something called a solvent. A solvent is something that breaks down the adhesive's bond to our scalp. This is really important because it softens the bond and makes sure that nothing is getting damaged. We don't damage our scalp, we don't damage our hair system, and that way we can have our hair system live and well for longer. It can save longevity out of your hair system. So here's what you're gonna do. It's a very, very easy process to do this, but it takes some time. The more time that you allow for this process to go on, the gentler it is going to be on the hair system. Now, there's two ways that you can do it. You can do it from the front or from the back. A lot of people like to do it from the back of the hair system. Personally, I prefer to do this whole process from the front of the hair system. And the reason I like to do it from the front is because I can see the hair system coming up, I can control it a little bit better, and I can be more gentle on it. So what I do when I'm trying to take out my hair system is I kind of push up my bangs, right? So I kind of push them up like this right here, and I put a little bit of tension on the front. Now you can see the front of this unit is coming up a little bit, so let's pretend like this is just a little bit of a loose adhesive, like it's been on for a couple weeks. So you put a little tension on it, and then you just spray. You just spray a little bit of solvent of your choice, and there's many out there. And what you do is you just gently apply a little bit of pressure and spray a little bit more and a little bit more. And what this does is it breaks down your adhesive on your unit, so that way your scalp and the bond on your hair system starts breaking. You can see this is coming off. On your hair system, on your head, it might be a little bit harder, maybe a little bit stickier, it may feel like it wants to stay, depending on how great of a bond you had and how long it's been. For that situation, you may need to wait a little bit longer and let it work in, maybe even for a minute or so. That's okay. The longer that you let it work for, the easier it is going to be for you to take it off of your head. You can also use this scalp cleaner to get any hairs that are stuck in the adhesive down below. So guys, this is actually a very simple process, and it doesn't take a lot of time. I can't offer a lot of information on it because it's quite simple. The solvent really does do the trick and makes it come off very easy. There is a note though, actually, see, we are completely removed from the scalp now, and this is what it's gonna look like. You're gonna see the tape, and the tape might be degraded a little bit, discolored, and if you see discoloration in your tape, that's generally from sweat, from oils that are coming out of your skin that are now trapped inside of the adhesive. That's totally normal, and it's something that you'll come to expect. There are a couple different types of solvents out there. Some are more harsh than others, and something to note is if you have a sensitive scalp, you may want to go for a less abrasive solvent, one that is less chemically strong, if you will, because it can cause a rash, it can cause redness in your skin if you do have a sensitive scalp. If that's the case, get one that is a little bit softer on your skin. And if you want to, you can get a stronger solvent to use on the base of your unit. Now, we're gonna cover in this next part all about how to take the tape off of your unit. We'll also go into some brief summary of how you wind up taking lace off of your unit. We'll also talk about how to take liquid adhesive off of your unit. We'll talk about how to do a couple different removals and maintenances in this next portion. So let's get going with that, and we will talk soon.